You seem as if you like to talk. I like to let people talk who like to talk. It makes it easier to find out how full of shit they are.
What the hell did you just say?
What is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to the boardroom. I am Ords, guys, and today we are taking a look at a post from Data Racer. If you guys don't know who Data Racer is, really good source for information. Does a very good job of putting things together. So go over to Twitter and follow Data Racer if you guys want some really great content. I will leave a link down below to his page. But thank you, Data Racer, for putting this out. So we're just going to commentate on it a little bit here. As you guys can see, the post says SJWs are freaking out over Marvel's Bounty Hunters #4 because Boba Fett killed a woman. They're now traumatized, saying Star Wars hates women. So you guys can see the panel here. You know, the character says okay, and then Boba Fett, you know, he blasts her away, whatever. The interesting thing about this is something that has happened in Star Wars for many years. You know, everybody's died. Women, different species of aliens, the men, they've all died within Star Wars. So it's just interesting that they focus on one panel, digging very deep to be upset about something. This just tells me that these SJWs are just digging for things to be upset about. Because they're running out of things to be upset about, apparently. But that's true. Let's be honest, guys. They're never going to run out of things to be upset about. So this is just another thing in the many things that have happened and are to come with people being upset over ridiculous nonsense like this. So anyway, guys, let's take a look at some of the responses that people have had to this whole thing here. So here you guys can see some of the responses. So Star Wars comics are never gonna stop portraying men senselessly killing women, huh? No, because if you want equality, that means everybody has to die at some point in the storyline, right? I mean, that's how it works. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. All right, so this just keeps going, guys. So this one says, so tired of consuming Star Wars stories that make me feel like the men creating them hate me. Hate women. Wasn't planning to start the day with a good long cry about Star Wars, but here we are again. So I don't think that the men who are writing these storylines hate you. I think that maybe if I was to go back and look at your Twitter feed, which I'm not going to waste my time doing that, but if I was to do that, I'm pretty sure I'd probably find some tweets where you're hating on men. You know, this seems to be the case. So to single out these men who create these comic books to say that they hate you, I think is quite a bit of a stretch, and maybe there's a little narcissism there. All right, so this one I found particularly hilarious. Star Wars fan for over 35 years, and I'm done. I'll stick to fanfic from now on. I won't spend a single penny on your misogynistic crap. Fuck you, DLF. So, if you've been a fan for Star Wars for 35 years, you would know that men and women have died within the universe, albeit Marvel's original Star Wars, Dark Horse's 20-year run of Star Wars, or even now, in the Disney Star Wars comic book, or the Disney Marvel Star Wars comic book, we should say, you're telling me that women have not died within there? It's very, very hard to believe that. This for you to even say this is absolutely ridiculous. You could have stopped within the 35 years that you were looking at Star Wars comics. You could have stopped. Nobody told you to keep reading them. Nobody had a gun to your head. So you wasted 35 of... What you're saying here is you wasted 35 years of your life reading Star Wars comic books because of this one comic book. So just every time a woman died, were you pissed off as you were reading the comic books? It doesn't seem like a very good way to spend your time. If it pisses you off, just put it down and walk away. But if you've been pissed off for 35 years and you continue to read them, that's on you, man. That's not on anybody else. All right, guys, so as we go along, these tweets just get crazier. Let's see, Star Wars hates women. This has never been new. The problem with allowing 99% of men to create things in your fandom is blatant misogyny and homophobia and racism. So the term men, we'll just say 99% of men. This is a general term. Men is a general term. It doesn't really describe race. It just describes sex. That's all it describes. So explain to me how it could be racist, how there's racism involved in this. And you talk about homophobia. I don't understand how, even if 99% of men who are creating these things are homophobic because a female character had to die. If it pushes the story forward, if it makes sense for the narrative of the story, then I don't understand what the problem is here. Again, alluding to the fact that you're just pissed off for the sake of being pissed off. Cancel culture at its finest, folks. I hope the authors of this comic get fired. Of course you do. Of course you do, because they decided to put something in a story that felt that it benefited their story. So you want them fired. Yeah, I can't even. That just explains itself right there, guys. And guys, the list just goes on here. You guys can see it just goes. It goes on. We've got, 2 pages of the stuff Data Racer put together for everybody to take a look at. And to be honest, man, these are probably some of the same people who are allowing this shit to happen over on Netflix. And I haven't done a video on that yet, but I'm going to kind of lump it into this one. These are the same people who complain about women dying or adult women scantily dressed, but then don't have a problem with the shit that's going on Netflix with this Cuties movie shit going on right now. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, guys, because I'm going to get pissed. And as a father of a young daughter myself, it's absolutely ridiculous that the people at Netflix have allowed this to persist and then come up with excuses and then even change the narrative or change the description of the movie to try and make it sound better. Well, guess what? The internet doesn't forget. Once it goes up, it's there, and you're not going to be able to hide from it. It is very unfortunate that the whole situation is happening. It's disgusting, and Netflix, we demand that it get taken down immediately because it is disgusting. And it just kind of draws me down to this this tweet here at the bottom real quick. Before we end the video, I just wanted to touch base on this. New Boba Fett comics shows him violently killing a queer WOC and another characters torturing a pregnant woman. Basically, they published torture porn for incels in a Star Wars comic. That's ridiculous. That is such an absolutely ridiculous stretch for you to say that this is torture porn when there are bigger issues out there than a woman getting killed in a Star Wars book. When we have issues like what's going on with Netflix right now. This is just absolutely ridiculous that this is what these people have a problem with, but they don't have a problem with what's going on over there at Netflix. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. You know what? I'm getting pissed. I'm going to go ahead in this video. Hopefully I've made my point here. There are bigger fish to fry here. It's just these people are ridiculous. They don't understand how this works. And if you guys don't like it, if you've been watching or reading Star Wars comics for 35 years and now you all of a sudden don't like it, well, good. We don't want you in the fandom anyway. All right, guys, I'm not going to do the outro to this or anything like that. I'm a little worked up here reading about all this nonsense. But anyway, guys, this is how ridiculous the world is today. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll catch you later, guys. Love you. Peace.